I'd like to welcome you, as ever, to another of our conferences. This will be the final for this year. And it's a great honor and pleasure to have you with us today. I want to say a special word of thanks to all our speakers who've traveled from afar to be with us, who have accepted our invitations. Many of you are academics, have very busy schedules at university, but have taken the time off to be with us today. So we really appreciate that you have given us the privilege to host you here in London. I want to say a special word of thanks also to the delegation from Indonesia, and to express our condolences and deep sadness with the disaster which struck the island of Sulawesi yesterday. You are in our prayers and in our thoughts. My thanks also to the Welcome Collection for hosting us once again. And as Nassim has mentioned, we will do our best to make this a very cordial and successful event. My duty also is to thank the staff at MEMO, Middle East Monitor, for the incredible work in planning and executing this event. As ever, you've been outstanding in these endeavors. Now, some of you who are familiar with the discourse in British politics would have heard the phrase over and over recently that no deal is better than a bad deal. And this is not the first time. This is not an innovation. It's not a term that was created as a result of the Brexit controversy. In 1993 and the immediate years after, this was also said about Palestine and the Oslo Accords. There is a fundamental difference, however, that here in the United Kingdom we had the opportunity to vote in a referendum either for or against, to remain or to exit. The Palestinians had no choice. They had no vote. On Oslo, it was done in secret, wrapped up and then disclosed to the world in Washington on the 13th of September 1993. But there were other issues surrounding that agreement, that initial agreement that aroused and allowed the anguish of the Palestinian people to be more pronounced than ever, and justifiably so. And that was because of the letters of recognition exchanged between Chairman Arafat, who wrote on the 9th of September that the PLO recognizes the right of the State of Israel to exist in peace and security. And the following day, 10th of September, Mr. Rabin wrote his response: the State of Israel recognizes the Palestine Liberation Organization as the representative of the Palestinian people. I want you to note that there was no mention of self-determination. There was no mention of independence for the Palestinian people. And herein lies one of the fundamental flaws or fault lines of the Accords. So we are here today to revisit those documents, to assess why they failed or why they turned out in the manner in which they have, whether or not they constitute a viable framework for the future, and what are the possible alternatives. We are not about to look at the intent of Mr. Rabin, Chairman Arafat, Mahmoud Abbas, or Shimon Peres. What we are about to assess here today is the content of the Accords and their application. So us, this is more important than anything else. Their intentions, we leave that for another time. And so we've gathered experts, as you can see from the program, from across the world, including people who are themselves involved in the process, to help us navigate through the fog, the diplomatic and political fog created by Oslo. We welcome you and wish you a successful conference. Thank you.